Hello and welcome to this clan battle game. This is part of the test wargaming is currently doing, where they let people from different servers battle against each other in clan war setting. This is the reason why they are playing tier 6 ships instead of the normal tier 10, and also why there's only 5 ships per side instead of the normal 7. As you can see, we are playing PNAVY, another European clan, and we are playing on straight. We are currently running a double DD setup. We're playing the Icarus and the T-61. One of the benefits with this setup is that we can contest 2 caps straight away, and not having to wait on a cruiser to get into the closest cap. Another benefit is that both of these destroyers have hydro, which means they can be safe from torpedoes when they are in smoke, or if they are capping in the open, and can also detect torpedoes there. If needed, they can also rush other destroyers in smoke to detect them. In addition to the destroyers, we have 2 cruisers, La Galissonière, the French cruiser, and Perf, which Pilot has been able to use quite effectively with wandering smoke. And then of course I am playing in the battleship. Just like normal clan wars, it is restricted to 1 battleship per team. We are about to finish capping A, just as Charlton is going into B and contesting it. And the enemy is a bit behind with C. And here we see that Mecha is going to join Charlton in B to help bully out the enemy destroyer, and also to be able to help each other with smoke and hydro. The enemy destroyer was spotted trying to get into B, but he had to leave quite rapidly, and I managed to get a few overpens on him and score 5k, so that's quite tough for the destroyer at this tier to eat in the beginning. Thanks to the destroyers in B, we get the cap, and we really only have to defend and prevent the enemy from doing anything. One of the enemy Budionis eats a citadel from me, and the Shinonome is once again spotted trying to get into B to contest it, but is forced away. Mecha does, however, eat quite a bit of damage, but even though it looks quite bad, he will be able to get away with his life. Just like in the ranked sprint, when I played the Cesare, I am moving west when I spawn in north to try and get close to the island where we see the Icarus right now, just northwest of the B cap. And that is because it's a fairly low island, so you can find positions where you can shoot without being spotted, and you're also protected from torps because of the island, and if needed you can push into B. But Arizona is quite slow, so it does take it some time, and I have to try and avoid enemy shells and at times also enemy torpedoes when I get in position. We see at least one of the enemy Briones is pushing north on our east flank, and we see the second one as well, so they are both going there. Mecha and Pilot is trying to intercept them and prevent them from pushing, and while that is happening I get a double citadel on the Grafsby, so he will be forced to be out for a while. Of course, the Grafsby does have the heal, so he will be able to regain some of the health he lost. Alice Shortern and myself will stay around B, trying to maintain the cap, prevent the enemy Shinombe from getting in and contest and possibly cap it. But I start to turn around north to help Mecha and Pilot with the Briones in case they do decide to push further. As expected, the enemy destroyer is pushing into B. But he is forced to leave, and I take some shots in a blind in hoping to get a hit, and I get 1 pen and 1 overpen, so some damage there as well. And Charlton can quite easily disengage and smoke up and then get back towards the cap to prevent him from trying again. I'm still running north. Of course, I've been spotted multiple times, so the 2 Briones knows that I'm going north, which is a pretty big stopper for them to keep pushing. They need at least to get rid of, well, preferably both Mecha and Pilot before they push around, but for some unknown reason they actually start to move slowly north here. And I basically just try to find the right time to take some shots. They seem to be stopping in a very awkward position. Some of my shells hit the island, but I get 1 citadel on each of them, and the one furthest away dies, and the second one is down to less than half HP, and he's forced to instantly run backwards. Because of the island, I won't be able to help with continue shooting at him, but with Mecha spotting and Pilot shooting from range, he should not be a major issue. I turn around to help with the enemy Grafsby and the Warships that are trying to move a bit closer to B, possibly to kill Alice or to push away Charlton so that they can get their DD to take back B. Since they are 1 ship down and 1 cap down, they are in desperate need of both kills and caps. Pilot kills the second Brioni, and we are now quite close to win this game. Grafsby is low as well, and I take some shots to try and get some damage. And he's down to about 2.5k, and while he is healing, there's not much they can do. They also lose the Shinonome, and the Warspite is quickly dying, and our points keep ticking up. So with 5 citadels and almost 7k damage from me, this is a fairly comfortable win for us. A bit unlucky with the last salvo. I want to try and get a second kill here, but my shells don't really want to cooperate and land all around Grasby, but nevertheless we get the lost points and win the game.